Okay, here's a look at my collection of Trailbreaker. So what I want to do is just go over each one as briefly as I can, share some of my thoughts on them. So as always, we start off with the original G1 Trailbreaker. So here, this is the Takata Encore reissue. So he has these blue visors instead of red, and that's not a cartoon accurate head sculpt because this is the original G1 toy. But you can see he has all this nice chrome plated plastic and the die cast metal on the feet, which is very typical of the original G1. And it actually looks better in vehicle mode. Like all the G1 toys look better in their alt mode because they look a little bit more realistic. But let's just do a quick comparison here with the animation model, and we can see where they base the character design off of. So you could see how they made some changes. So a cartoon looks much better than the G1. So that's the original G1. And after G1 there's Chug. So here is their Chug version, which is meant to resemble the character, but they took liberty to implement their own design aesthetics here. So when you can see it from that point of view, you can actually appreciate all this little nicely sculpted detail. So it looks kind of cool. So yeah, like even the chest with those gold headlights, the grill, and the knees with some blue accent there. So yeah, this is nice that they painted the rims too, but this is the Takata Generations, not the Hasbro version. So that's the Chug. And then there is the Mainline Retail, the War for Cybertron, I think Earthrise. Yeah, so because this one was not cartoon accurate, this is the reason why I got this Trailbreaker, because all you have to do is look at it. I mean, this sculpt, they did a much better job of capturing the cartoon aesthetics, which is what this line is designed for, to look more like the cartoon. And for the most part it is, but because this is Mainline, you know, it's not perfect. Like those windows should be transparent blue, but it's transparent clear. And they did not give you a hand cannon, but I did get this one from Non-Nef Productions, so this is as close to cartoon accurate as I can get for Mainline. And then the masterpiece. Well, before X-Transbots, their second Toon version, there was the Bad Cube version, which I had, and is another of many masterpiece toys and other Transformer figures I gave away. But that figure, it was actually really nice at that time. But it was a masterpiece style during the time where it kind of looked more like the toy version with the dark black and all the metallic chrome plated parts. But it was a nice figure at that time. And then X-Transbots came out with their first version, but this one here is the second version, which has like the white forearms, white legs. So, you know, it does look a little bit more like the cartoon, but I'll tell you, those white shoulder joints that really bugs the heck out of me. They could have just easily used the same dark gray plastic, but they didn't. And there are some issues with this, actually with a lot of X-Transbots figure, such as this thing, the way it's designed to fold into the arm. I don't think that's very good. But I'm not here to criticize it. I'm just going to point out the fact this engineering design, like a lot of X-Transbots figures, they have a lot of issues and flaws. So this isn't one of the better Masterpiece figures. Then I think there was Mastermind Creations, but I didn't get it because that didn't look too good. And then we got last year Fans Toys version. So you can see this looks really nice, but I think the colors are a little too dark. I mean, those knee pads, whatever, they're a little too dark red. The color of them, it's a little too dark. It's almost black. It's almost like trying to capture the toy version. But this is a nicely sculpted figure. Very heroic looking, very bulky. He looks very strong. A really nice figure with the chrome plated grille with transparent plastic for the lights. This does look really nice. But then we just got this year the now official Trailbreaker, and this one looks like this just jumped right out of the cartoon. Right down to the colors, the shape, the proportion, how tall he is, the slender arms and legs with the belly. This is very cartoon accurate, and that's the reason why I love this Masterpiece version of Trailbreaker. Really nice. So then moving on to the Legends. So here we have the Magic Square X version. So yeah, let me first bring out their first version, and I'll be fair and point out this is one of their earlier releases. So it has this ugly blue for the window, and his face is painted gray instead of dark gray. So this was their first version. And then McFans Toys, they always do a KO, but they do some improvements. So you can see how they did improve the face. So he has a darker face. And this one, I think, fits in better with the Magic Square because he's much taller. But, you know, it's kind of hard to get them all perfect. So here's the Magic Squares X version. And one issue I have with it is that whatever you call this force shield thing, whatever, it should be more to the his left shoulder. So I still need to take the time to drill a hole there and move that over to be more cartoon accurate. But that's it. That's just a quick look at the Trailbreaker I still have in my collection, and this now is my favorite and the definitive version for me.